season 15 episode. I think this is 3. This is for Alexis and Justine. As you know, I do separate videos for all the different couples. At the end of this video, you see a link above my head. Please click on it and you can watch my other videos. But let's get into this Alexis and Justine because, goodness, Alexis is trying me this week. You know, I don't know what's going on with Alexis. I told you last week she doesn't have a filter. And this week it was more of a girl that needs a filter. In fact, Alexis was on the after party and I did a video on that too. So please don't forget at the end to look for here and you can watch my video on the after party. But Alexis, I don't know if she thinks she's one of them women who likes to keep it real. You know, these women who like to keep it real at the expense of other people's feelings. They just tell you what they think. Even, you know, it may be the truth, but sometimes you just don't need to say it. That's Alexis, and I'm really not liking that quality about her at all. At first, you know, when they first came on this episode, you know, they was having a lot of kisses. They was kissing each other. Mainly it was, you know, Justine was kissing all over her, kissing her on the shoulder, kissing her on the neck. He was loving up on her, and she was smiling ear to ear like she liked it and everything. So I think she liked the attention. I really do think that she enjoyed the attention. In fact, I'm starting to think that it makes her feel like she got the superior part in the relationship or the superior position. And I think that she likes that. I'm telling you, Alexis has a very strong energy to her, and she may not necessarily like the soft energy or a little bit more subtle energy that Justine has. But you know what? It's actually the man that she needs. Because a man with a little bit stronger energy, he wouldn't be attracted to Alexis. Not at all. This strong energy that she gives off, a lot of men won't be attracted to it. The part that really made me cringe in this episode was when they were dancing. They were slow dancing and everything. And once again, Justine was kissed her, and she asked, you know, hey, when was the last time you kissed anyone? And he said, oh, a year and a half. And that's when he dropped on her that he's been celibate for a year and a half. And then she made that old ugly face again, just like last week. She did it again. She couldn't compose herself. She couldn't hold it together. She couldn't act like it was just anything. She's like, ugh. And then the worst thing of all she did was she turned to the audience, everybody at the wedding, and said, girl, he's celibate. What the heck? Who does that? I wouldn't even do that to a girlfriend or friend, let alone doing it to my husband or new husband. It was like she was trying to punk her husband. And let me tell you, when she was on the after party, they showed that same clip, and Keisha Knight Pulliam was asking her, you know, why she did it and everything. And even Stasia, who's on the after party, told her, why did you do that? You shouldn't have done it. Even Stasia called her out on it. But you know what Alexis did? She held her ground. She acted like she should have done it and was nothing wrong with it. Like I said, she don't have a filter and she don't feel bad about not having one. And then this whole chest bump thing, who said do that? Is that something set up by the producers? Are the producers trying to set this up where Justine is so weak, always talking about how, you know, his chest, and then she's the football player, let's do a chest bump. I really hope it was just the producers who did it to kind of set them up. And I really hope it wasn't an idea of Alexis to do a chest bump, because I already know that it wasn't the idea of Justine. I absolutely know that. It had to have been the idea of the producers, or it had to be the idea of Alexis. I really hope it's not Alexis, because I don't know why you want to chest bump your husband or any man. Isn't that uncomfortable? I don't even like my husband grabbing my breast too hard when we be in the bed together. Like, don't be grabbing him that hard. That hurt. She running around talking about nobody want to be married to a man or have their husband tell them that he is celibate. Well, let me tell you what else. You're right, Alexis. Maybe no woman does want a man that's celibate. Who knows? I don't know. But you know what else? A man they don't want a football player woman. So this is what I'm not liking about Alexis. She's keeping it real at the expense of Justine. Because even on the after party, she started talking about that Justine has some red flags. She was saying Justine was a little bit too eager. He was a little bit too enthusiastic. And for her, it was a red flag to her. And she started talking about how she was a mental health counselor and this was a red flag. as if Justin was jumping the broom. Well, Justin didn't say he was in love with her, and that's what she was trying to make it seem. Justin was saying that he could see himself falling in love with her. She started talking about it was a red flag, that he even said that. Girl, get over yourself. It is something about Alexis. I'm telling you, you guys, I really hope I get rid of it. But it's something about Alexis where she puts herself up here and she's putting Justin down here, and I'm not liking it. And what I don't understand is on the after party too, I don't want to tell everything about the after party in this video, but you know, she did say, you know what, she was saying that there was a time when she didn't really like her body. So you can kind of see that Alexis might have struggled with her weight over time. She ain't a thin girl, you know, she has a little bit, some extra pounds on her. So who knows, at one point was she heavier than she is now? Was she lighter? I don't know what her weight, how she's able to maintain her weight, if she's lost weight. But she did say there was a time when she really didn't like her body and she had to spend a lot of time loving herself. That's how she started doing those vagina moles and everything, which is great. Which is why I don't understand, if you came from that life where you didn't like your body, maybe people put you down, maybe people weren't attracted to you because of your body, why now you're picking apart someone else? That's what I don't like. I don't like that when a person has gone through an evolution themselves, why don't they have empathy for someone else who's in a similar position? Because people might also talk about the looks or the appearance or whatever of Justin. And now you have Alexis who says she's gone through that, sort of feeling inferior for her body or her looks or whatever. But yet, here she is picking apart Justin. I don't like that. Right now, she's saying she feels amazing. Right now, she feels like her match with Justin is going well. I really hope so. I hope this is really how she feels. Honestly, because I actually think Justin might be a good match for her, because I'm telling you, the way she's coming off, they're not, you know, she ain't gonna have plenty of men to choose from. I'm telling you, she does not have plenty of men to choose from. So she actually might need a man like Justin who's calm, laid back, is not gonna take her insults so seriously and keep on loving her. She might want to stick with this man. She says he's easy to be around. And then another part that in the episode, which I didn't like it again, he was like kind of staring into her eyes, dreaming to her eyes, and she was looking up saying her neck was hurting because he's 6'8". And so she was like, oh, I know you want to kiss me. I know you want to kiss me. He was like, yeah, I do. Can I kiss you? And she was like, no, you can't kiss me. No, you can't kiss me. Okay, now you can kiss me now. Oh, what's this woman doing? Is this like some power move? What is she doing? Is she trying to stay in control? Is this what this is all about? Staying in control? Does she feel like she has to be the manlier one of the person so she can stay in control and dominate over Justin? It's, you know what? The very thing she may not like about Justin is going to be the thing she likes, because let me tell you, I think she likes to dominate men. I absolutely do. I hope these two can work it out. I think that Justin will be comfortable with the position of falling back and letting Alexis lead. And I think she likes the position of being the leader. So as long as she can respect him for being a guy that can fall back, then they could make it. I'm going to still stick with them, but I need to see some changes from Alexis. This straight talk, this all this keeping it real at the expense of other people's feelings, I don't like that about her at all. So somebody needs to come in here and tell her to tone it down. Stasia tried to tell her on the after party that it wasn't a good move. This is like she was listening to Stasia, but I hope somebody can get through to her. Anyway, check out my videos on the other couples, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.